Beyond the lyrics, this project will engage aspiring hip-hop artists across the city of Toronto, allowing them the chance to discuss the meaning behind some of the music that is currently in circulation and address any misperceptions. So, this is our second episode of Beyond the Lyrics, and today we have Casper.
Yeah.
Now everybody knows the dope boy or a rapper Casper, but we want to get to know who you really are.
I'm from downtown Toronto. You know, those ones from Projects Original, PO shit, Vanali Walk. You know, it's more on the west side of downtown, you know, and yeah, that's where I came from school.
How was it like growing up in PO?
It's more like, if you listen to my music, right, the content comes from the surroundings, right? So whatever you hear from there is kind of how I came up. You know?
Okay, so let's talk about the music a little bit, and let's talk about how you got to where you are right now. What made you start rapping or become an artist?
So I've always been into music, and I don't know, like I started doing it for fun or whatever. Posted a couple videos on YouTube, and then after that I dropped a video called Dope Boy.
She want a dope boy or a rapper. She got a dope boy or a rapper. In my city, these bitches backwards. They want a dope boy or a rapper. She want a dope boy or a rapper. She got a dope boy and a rapper.
Started booming, getting a lot of attention and stuff like that. And then after that, I'm like, maybe I could do something with this music. And then, yeah, I started taking it serious from then. But, well, yeah, probably since then, I would say still.
Well, yeah, now that you mentioned your hit single, the Dope Boy song featuring Fresh, it was a really movement within the culture of Toronto kids and the youth. So that's why they grasped towards it. So a lyric in the song, you said, the verse is like, Toronto girls only want drug dealers or rappers.
What type of nigga she want? I ain't gotta ask her. She want a dope boy or a rapper.
Why do you think that?
Well, it's not really, I don't know, man. I was going to school, and I skipped school that day, and I don't know what I was feeling. I don't know what girl I was talking to that day. I don't know nothing. All I remember is I said, yo, fuck it, I'm not going to school today. I called the fucking studio, my bad for the swearing. I called the studio. I'm like, yo, I want to come in today, you know those ones? And before I went to the studio, I wrote the whole song right there. Like, I guess it was just like, I don't know. I feel like girls are shallow. Not all girls, you know those ones? But in that time, I'm like, you know, these girls are shallow. These girls are, you know, like, before the rap, you know, these girls weren't really too interested. You know, before money, these girls are not too interested. So in my head, like, these girls, either you want a dope boy or you want a rapper. Which one do you want? You want both. You got both. You know? That's how it kind of came up. There's good females out there, for sure. There's good females out there for sure, but there's not good females out there too, right? So.
Yeah. Do you think it's the lifestyle that Toronto was the Toronto lifestyle as to why that you think that?
Toronto's crazy. Toronto's crazy. It's like Chicago, right? It's a bunch of rappers are coming up out of the city, and it's like almost to the point it's like people are not famous. It's like they're semi-famous, or like you can't walk down the street without being recognized and stuff like that. You know those ones, and I don't know, maybe certain girls like that. So.
Do you think that the violence in Toronto is a little bit downplayed though?
Downplayed? What do you mean by downplayed?
Like,
people don't think that Toronto's like a dangerous place. They like,
oh, for sure.
Chicago compared, obviously we're not similar, but people in America, they often think, Canada, why are these guys talking about guns and drugs when they live in like a nice house?
That's just cause they don't know what's going on, right? Maybe if they had CP24 in Chicago, then they'll know what's going on. They don't know what's going on though, you know those ones? It's Canada. People think it's just igloos and and you know, like the whole place is the Yukon or Northwest Territories or something like that. You know those ones. We don't really have a population like that. In California, there's more people than there is in like the whole Canada, right? So for them to be like, obviously the murder rate is going to be lower compared to, you know, a place like Chicago or California or wherever in the States. The murder rate is going to be lower. You know, it's just, but yeah. I also think that the music and the Toronto rap scene has a lot to do with the violence that's going on right now in the city, because everyone's putting their face out there, you know, not knowing what it's gonna come with, not knowing that, you know, and everybody wants to rep a certain area, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to come out and be a rapper like, okay, I'm rapping, I'm doing this because I want to rap, you know, everyone wants to be like, all right, I'm a rapper, I'm from here, I'm the top dog from here, this, that, you have beef, holla at me, what's it gonna, you know what I'm saying? You get in, or what's that saying? You get what you put in, right?
Now, what do you think could have been changed in your childhood that would have affected your quality of life that you're living now?
I don't think it's like, has to do with childhood, right? Because all children is like, you learn things, right? You adapt to things or whatever. It's just about you wanting something different and you know, acting on it. It's like, I used to play basketball. If I would have continued playing basketball instead of being like, yo, fuck this, fuck school, I'm not gonna go to school, I'm gonna rap, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, you know what I'm saying? If I would have stayed on a path of like, okay, I'm gonna do my academics, I'm gonna play basketball, I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? Then I would have been in a different situation than I'm right now. There would not be no jail, there would not be no violence, there would not be none of that, right? So it's all about what you make at the end of the day. It's not really about where you come from. There's people that come from the ghetto and they're fucking lawyers and doctors, you know what I'm saying? So it's not really about where you come from or what your childhood was like, you know what I'm saying? It's all about when you get older and you decide what you want to do, where you want to take shit.
So basically just like a product of your environment, that's what you're kind of describing.
Yeah.
So you're often, I see people obviously saying like free Casper, at least for like once every like 6 months. So I just want to know like,
that's crazy.
I don't know how you just keep getting, I just want to know why you keep getting caught up in the system. I just want to know, is there certain ways that you're maneuvering, or the police are just kind of like on it?
It's that's something that comes with the rap too, right? Because it's not like I don't know, me personally, there's a lot of people in Toronto that do rap and they're not doing what they're rapping about, but there's people like myself and other people that they're rapping what they're really going through, like, you know what I'm saying? There's things that are going on in the streets and they're rapping about it, and you think the police are not listening. They're listening to you 100%, every single song that you drop, every single mixtape. They're listening to every single song just to figure out what words, you know what I'm saying, what they could use against you in court, see, like, you know what I'm saying, try to put two and two together and all types of shit. Me personally, my situation is that, like, I wouldn't say like I'm high profile, but I'll say I'm very popular. I'm known to police. I've been known to police. My area is, you know what I'm saying, it's one of those areas where police are always in and out. And it's like, if they see me in the hood every day, you know those ones, and they're listening to my music and they see me with people who they assume to be affiliated with gangs and guns and drugs, then they're gonna think I'm doing the same thing, right? So therefore, like, as long as the music keeps going, the heat doesn't stop. As long as you could stop, and then you could just be like, all right, people are gonna forget about me now. I'm not gonna come out with no more songs. I'm not gonna come out with no more videos. Fuck this rap shit because the police are watching me so hard, don't wanna let me do anything. Or you could change the content and, you know what I'm saying, go somewhere different with it, you know what I'm saying? But the reason why I'm in and out of jail all the time, like you asked, is because, well, obviously, you know, like, people make their mistakes and shit, right? But, you know, when the eyes are always on you, it's a lot easier to get caught up. You know those ones? Rather than, because I know people that they're doing a lot worse things than I am, but nothing ever comes to them. They're not going to jail whatever. They're not going to jail for breaches. You know what I'm saying? Doing 30 days, coming home, and then going back for breaches again because they're sitting outside your house watching you. Like, what are you doing? Like, are you about to smoke a blunt right now? Like, are you about to leave your property right now and breach? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. But yeah.
Now, through that whole experience and going through the system, is there anything that you learned about the system, or even something that you learned for like your own knowledge?
That I don't want to go back, and that I'm trying to get out of the system. You know those ones? But once you're in the system, it's very, very, very hard for you to get out. You know.
What type of rapper do you want to be portrayed as? Artist.
The artist I want to be portrayed as is, you know, unique, original, my own sound, and also genuine. Like, I don't want people to listen to my music and be able to point out fraudulent things.
So we're gonna just go back to kind of like the beginning of your career and where you are right now. So you've been rapping since about like 2000.
Like 15 or no. I first started rapping years ago, but I never really put out nothing. And then in 2013 is the first time when I started actually like starting to put out stuff. But it wasn't really gaining too much attention. And then I think I only released like maybe one video in 2013. 2014, I tried new things, you know? Because there was a time in Toronto rap where everyone's only rapping straight bars, no chorus, no hook, no melody, no nothing. You know, those ones just straight bars. And then those were like the 2013, 2014 era. By 2014 now, I'm still doing it. I'm dropping a couple videos, but I'm like, something's missing. You know those ones? So that's when, after that whole year came about, I started playing with the music, tried to find my sound. 2014, I kind of find the sound, like, I made this one song called All About Me. I never really released it anywhere. But that was the first song first time I ever used auto-tune on a song. And then someone heard it and was like, yo, this is, you know what I'm saying? There's a hook, there's 2 verses, this is a song, you know what I mean? And I'm like, yeah, you're right. So then after that, I started writing, and as I was writing, I just kept that same formula. And boom, by that time, I wrote 2 songs. One of them was Dope Boy. I dropped Dope Boy.
She want a dope boy or a rapper. She got a dope boy and a rapper.
And it was like, shoot, like everyone was like, yo, what the fuck is this? Yeah, and then after that, but one thing where I messed up with is releasing too often. You have to let people want, you know what I mean? You have to let people, like I dropped Dope Boy, and that was the first video that was like the quickest Toronto rap video to get fucking 250,000 views in like fucking, I don't even remember how long, but it wasn't that long.
So that leads me to my question about, do you think that you're not getting that recognition that you deserve? Because there's some people that started way after you. They don't really have the lyrics, and you have that flow and you get that.
But see, that's what I mean, where people get to look in. You know what I mean? People get to look in. See, Dope Boy was like the song that changed the sound of Toronto rap. You know what I'm trying to say? There was no and choruses and singing and dance. Like there was none of that. You know what I'm saying? It's all just straight like hood shit. Like, you know what I mean? So obviously, from people get to look in and be like, all right, so this is the formula now, you know? This is how you make a song. There has to be a hook, something that people can catch on to, which is a melody. Everyone wants to, you know what I'm saying? Dope boy, rapper, sing, like, you know what I'm saying? Dance parties. Everyone wants that shit. You can't do that shit to You know what I'm saying? Like just straight bars rapping. You're not gonna hear that in the club and everyone turning up to that. I mean, like Bobby Shmurda, hot nigga, yeah. You know what I'm saying? There's a once in a like blue moon time. You know what I'm saying? Once in a blue moon it will happen. But me getting recognition is like, I don't know. Honestly, I think it will come eventually, right? I'm working on a album called No Cosign, and that's for a reason, cause I don't need a cosign. I figure, you know what I mean? Like it's like this. There's a certain bracket of artists who is like touching 1 million views and 2 million views and da, 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 da. Every single one of those artists in that my category has gotten at least one cosign from a major artist. So the way I see it is, how am I keeping up with you if I don't have a cosign and you have a cosign? You're supposed to be having 10 million, 15 million views right now. Why do you still have the same amount of views as me? Like, it doesn't make sense. Why, like, you know, do you get what I'm trying to say? I think I made my point, but people, it's like, yeah, the recognition really, it's there. It just has to get into the right hands, and then it will take off somewhere. But I'm not too worried about that right now. I'm just focused on doing me. Right?
So you said you're working on your new album now. Are you finding there to be any like challenges with finding like maybe a new sound or a new?
Well, doing is a new sound because every year is new experiences, right? Like I said, it's like everything that I rap about is from all experiences. 2015 to 2017, I've been, in and out of jail. I went to jail for firearm possession. I touched roads. I breached, I went back. I beat a couple cases between those 2 years, like a lot of experiences, right? So in this new album, it's just basically new. It's a whole new sound of what I've been through, of what, you know what I'm saying, what I've seen for the past 2 years. And that's basically it.
Yeah, so you have quite a new song, Freeze, featuring Top 5.
Freeze. All I ever wanted was to freeze. Cold killings around me, heart freeze. All this ice dripping wet, I made a freeze.
How do you feel about like the collaboration in Toronto? Like it's kind of harder to collaborate. So how do you feel
because
about
of politics. Well, I had the track with Fresh, the Dope Boy track, and then after that, I don't know, everyone started to basically like, okay, so if you're doing a track with this guy, then you must be affiliated with these guys and this, that, but that's not really the case, right? But the reason why I did that is because, one, I don't have any politics with, you know, with him personally. I don't have politics with where he's from, so I figured like, okay, you have a following, I have a following. You know what I'm saying? You're doing your music thing, I'm doing my music thing. Why not come together and make a track, you know what I'm saying? And that's how that came about. Same thing with Robin Banks too. I have a couple tracks with Robin Banks and he's getting better. We're gonna release those soon. You know what I'm saying? It's like, even Young Tory, I have a track with Young Tory. Like, there's just certain things like you can't stay inside of a box. You know what I mean? Because it's not gonna work. You can't just, all right, okay, I can't fuck with you because you're from here. I can't fuck with you because you're from here. I can't. If we don't have a personal problem, then we can make music, you know what I'm saying? If our areas are not have personal, like if it's not real beef, like it's been going on for years, then you know what I'm saying? Let's do this. It's all about the music and the money. So Top 5, yeah, I think that was a good move. So it's a banger, and yeah, it's cool people.
Yeah, it's doing pretty good. So I noticed that you have like a lot of young following.
Yeah.
What do you say to your fans when they come up to you and they be like, I want to be just like you, or like, you know, they come up to you and they see the chains, they see the money. What do you tell them?
Personally, I don't really tell them anything. It's more of like, they see me on the street and they'll be like, yo, you're Casper. I'm like, yeah. Can I have a picture? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Unless I look really bad that day, then I won't do it because I know it's gonna end up on Instagram and I'm not trying to go viral. And then, yeah, I don't really, but what I would say to them is like, so if you want to be like me, then you better be prepared for a lot of things, you know. You better be prepared to, you have to look over your shoulder. You have to, you know what I'm saying, you have to look over both shoulders because you have ops over here and police over here. You gotta be ready for, this guy's mad at you because his girlfriend likes you and plays your music at his house, and then you have to get into drama because of that. And so there's a lot of things you have to look out for. You know what I'm saying? It's not really fun, especially if you're listening to the music and you want to portray that sort of lifestyle. Then you're really gonna have to look over your shoulder. You're really gonna have to. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we woke up and we chose like, okay, like, you know what I mean? Like, we're gonna be gangsters today. Like, we're gonna. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not how it goes. But a lot of people, they listen to the music. A lot of young kids listen to the music and they're like, I want to be a gangster now. I want to be, you know what I'm saying? I want to rap about guns now. I want to sell drugs because Trap House doing numbers. You know those ones? There's basically, you know, I would say to my young fans that want to be like me, to just be wise with every decision that they make, every choice that they make. Think about it. Don't just jump the gun. Yeah.
Okay, now you said you have your album coming out. Let us know when we can expect that and any plans that you have for 2018.
Well, I don't know exactly when people can expect that album. It's already finished, but there's just a couple things that I want to do before I release it to make it, what's that word? To make it more than what it is, you know what I'm trying to say? I dropped, like 3 days ago, I dropped a pre-tape to the album. There's 8 songs on it, and it's just on SoundCloud. I didn't put anything on YouTube, I didn't put anything on like Spotify, iTunes, none of that. Just specifically on SoundCloud, just so that everyone could get a like a glimpse or a sound of what the new music sounds like, right? Because everything's really old. There was a time where I was dropping, and then I went to jail. The only song that I released since I touched roads was Freeze. That's the only video. And then after that, like I had plans after that, ended up going back. So now I'm on roads and just trying to get everything, stay out of the heat and just do everything properly, release everything properly, and make sure everything looks right. Yeah.
So I noticed that is K Money your brother?
Yeah, K Money's my little brother.
So talk more about the relationship that you guys have, and like, do you lead him in the pathway or he follows in the footsteps?
Me and my bro, it's not, I wouldn't say follow in my footsteps, but we live the same life, you know what I mean? So it's like, we do the same things, we live the same life. So the only difference is that I'm 21 and he's 18, you know what I mean? So he has more time to experience more things, like experience things that I've experienced already that I can't really tell him like, yo, this is gonna happen. You know those ones? He's just gonna have to find out that it's gonna happen. You know those ones? But since what, 2016, she's been doing the music thing with me. We have one track called Up. Has like 1 million something views. Then he has one of his own tracks that I featured on. It's called That Nigga.
And baby girl, I wanna know the reason. Every time you see me with my money, you be preying.
And then recently, about a month ago, he came out with his own song, Come Outside.
Come outside, come outside. These niggas say they gangbang, they don't come outside.
And that shit's going crazy right now. It has like 1.3 million views in a month. So yeah, I think he's doing good. I just would like to see him stay on the you know what I'm saying, the right path, do the music thing, because it's working out. And yeah.
So I just noticed that you're just looking different these days, and since you've been out of, you said you don't want to go back. So what certain steps are you taking to not go back?
The first thing that I did was cut my hair, because always the first thing that the police go to, like the police they use against me is my ponytail. Like every time something happens, okay, you look like this person, you look like you could have possibly did this, or like the person had a ponytail. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm under heat because of I have long hair. And basically I just got rid of it. I'm like, fuck it. It's time for a new look, new music, new things. I have a baby on the way, a daughter. So obviously I'm just trying to change for the better, right? And hopefully that I stay out, because I'm not trying to miss any of my daughter's life, you know what I mean? And yeah, that's the most important thing. There's more important things in life than just, you know what I'm saying, rap videos. But, and also what comes with rap videos, you know what I'm saying? There's the girls, there's, you know what I'm saying, there's sort of money, and there's a lot of shit, but it doesn't change the rules, you know what I mean?
It was a pleasure having you. So I just wanted to just shout out any new music that you have right now going on, any of your social media handles.
Yeah, follow me on Instagram at the Neighborhood Ghost. I'm not really on Twitter too much. My Spotify, Casper TNG. Everybody go on SoundCloud. You know what I'm saying? Search Before the Storm Hits. That's my new EP. Well, it's not really an EP, it's a pre-tape to my new album or whatever. And yeah, we're gonna get this shit popping. It's good that you guys had me. I was glad to be here. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Beyond the Lyrics. Shout out Beyond the Lyrics. Yeah, but hold on.
Freeze. All I ever wanted was to freeze. Cold killings around me, heart freeze. All this ice dripping wet, I made a freeze. Police tried to stop me, told me freeze. I just dashed, got a big stick on me. Want that shit, I take that shit, that nigga.